Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Appreciate you continuing to come back to check out our videos. This video, we are going to talk all about why virtual assistants are so in demand right now. Obviously we have seen over the past couple of years since the pandemic, it has drastically changed the way we do business. You see more and more companies closing down offices and going to remote employees. I've seen it all over the place across a bunch of different industries where, companies realized, during that pandemic when the employees couldn't go to the office and they were working from home, these companies realized like, hey, our employees are just as productive at home. There's no reason to really have to go back into an office, and they shut offices down and had all their employees working remote, and they just continue on. So even now that the pandemic is for the most part over and things are getting back to normal, people are going back to work, a lot of businesses just found that there wasn't reason for them to go back into the office. And because of that, the use of virtual assistants has really skyrocketed over the last couple of years because business owners started to realize, hey, if we're gonna have remote employees, we might as well have that remote employee be one in the Philippines who is saving us a ton of money. So because working remote became so common, you've seen the use of virtual assistants really rise, because if you were hiring an employee to work remote, why not go overseas? Why have, an in-house employee who is going to be working from their own house at $50,000 a year? So really that's, one of the reasons that are so in demand right now. So I'm going to get into a couple of the reasons. One is the cost savings. Again, with a virtual assistant, you are going to be paying, you can get a full-time VA starting as low as $3 an hour. On top of that, you're not going to have to pay any benefits. You're not going to pay any payroll taxes. You're going to save on expenses of having an office, facilitate your in-house employees, all the equipment, everything like that goes with having an in-house employee to help, run your business. So the cost savings is obviously a massive reason why the VA business has really taken off in the last couple of years. The second main reason why the use of VAs has really skyrocketed in the last few years is the time savings. Because these VAs take on so many of your administrative tasks, the lower value tasks, you are able to really kind of free up your time and your availability working in your business by focusing on the more important tasks that need to be accomplished, which is going to free up your overall time at the end of the day. So you could actually truly work a 40-hour week or less, depending on how effective you are with leveraging your tasks off to the VAs. All right, so, along with the time savings, what is going to happen is, your VA is going to immediately be able to take a lot of the tasks off your plate. They're going to be able to handle, your note taking. So if you have meetings, you have team meetings, things like that, and your VA can be involved in that on Zoom, they're able to take all the notes of those meetings for you. They're able to track all of your monthly expenses so that your profit and loss statements are up to date at all times. All those tasks, things that you do on a regular basis that a VA could then take right off your plate. They could track all your invoices. If you're in real estate or more of a commission-based world, instead of having invoices, they could track all your commissions. So as you close deals, they could really kind of keep track of all that to make sure that your profit and loss is in order, because that is one of the most expensive, important parts of a business is to really know where your numbers are, and a VA can help with all that. VA can help create all your social media content, so you can take that off your plate. We all know that social media obviously is a big part of any business right now, but it is time consuming. So you can have a VA being the one who's going to go in, do all the research, create the content for you, have those posts scheduled, all that can be handled directly by your VA. They could handle a lot of your customer inquiries, so they could manage your email. So as, client or customers, as they, respond, they send emails, they could keep track of all that. They could respond to emails for you, and just to help take a lot of those off your plate. And if they monitor your emails, they could kind of get to understand, as they understand your business, which emails are not as important that they can just go in and handle themselves, or what emails they think need to be addressed by you. And then obviously they bring it to your attention. But a lot of these tasks are critical to your business. However, they're not things that are going to actually increase your revenue, which at the end of the day, if you are looking to grow, the only way to grow is to increase sales, increase revenue. So by taking a lot of those other tasks off your plate, you can now focus on the more important things that are going to grow your business. A great way to look at it is, a VA is going to work in your business, right? So they're going to work on your daily tasks, the things that are time consuming working in your business, while the business owner is able to focus on working on the business, like actually working on growing the business, as opposed to working in the business in your daily tasks and doing those things that are not ultimately going to have you grow. So now the business owner, because of these time savings that you're going to have by having a VA, could focus on the business and actually doing things that are going to move it forward. So the time savings is huge. So another big reason why the VA industry has really really taken off in the last few years is the increased efficiency. The VA is going to take a lot of those little things off your tasks, off your plate, allowing you the freedom to focus on those bigger priorities. Again, the things that are going to move your business. Your VAs can do multiple things at once. They could have multiple different roles in terms of such as doing their admin work, doing some social media things. They can kind of take a whole range of those tasks off your plate to where you'll be able to focus on those important aspects of the business. And your VA could also be the one who could track all your goals. And they could monitor all that, create all the spreadsheets for you so you could see where your business is at all times. So if your goal is X, they could track it throughout the year so you could always look at it and see where you are in terms of, getting to that goal. That could all be managed by your VA. So things, again, something that's extremely important to your business, but not necessarily something you have to do yourself. They could also help kind of create the vision for a product. So if you have an idea, something that you want to do to help move your business forward, your VA can kind of help spearhead that and kind of take that vision and create it into more of a reality and put a plan around it. So you as the business owner, as the visionary, that VA could help be the one to actually implement all those ideas. Again, which is something that's just going to help you massively grow your business a lot quicker than doing it on your own. All right, so the next reason is the availability. A dedicated virtual assistant is going to be available for you when you need them. So one, when you need to hire, there's going to be VAs available to fit any role that you're going to need. But once they work for you and they take ownership in their role, they're going to be available to help with whatever tasks you need. So if something comes up in your day and you're out on an appointment that you can't handle it, you can reach out to your VA and say, hey, this just came out, I need to get this done. Can you take it? Your VA will take it, run, and get that task taken care of for you. So you're gonna have a dedicated full-time member of your staff who's available at all times when you need them. Take some of those things off your plate while you focus on the other aspects of the business. Another reason the VA business is really popular right now, these VAs have a vested interest in your business. When the business succeeds, they succeed. And you'll see as you build a relationship with a VA, they take ownership in their role, they take pride in their role, and they want to see you hit your goals because they are going to be a dedicated and loyal employee. So these, they're going to take your business serious. There's a lot of times if you hire in-house, to them it's just a paycheck. They may not have that same pride in their job, where the VAs take extreme pride in their work and they want to see you succeed because to them, by being a virtual assistant for a US-based company, it's them being able to kind of be part of that, the American dream of really growing with the US company and being able to succeed. So they do take ownership in their role. They're going to take pride in it. They're going to give you 110%. Those VAs kind of having that mindset of having that vested interest in your success is just massive. So it's just another huge advantage to having a VA on your team. And the last item we're going to discuss is the improved process, products, and services. The VA is really going to be able to help you really kind of shore up your process. There's a lot of business owners out there, especially if you're just, whether you're a solo real estate agent or you're a small business owner and you're a one-man show or a one-woman show. If that's you, a lot of times you want to build, but you don't have your systems and processes documented. As you grow a business, you need to have those systems and processes in place. A VA can help put that in place. So when you bring a VA on, they can kind of help develop all that for you. They can create your SOPs, standard operating procedures. They can create this so when you either expand, you bring on employees, you bring on other VAs, you're gonna have those systems and processes already documented because your VA did it for you, your first VA. And then this way, when you bring other team members on, all those systems and processes are already documented. So now instead of you having to train every person on how to do every task in your business, you could already have it documented. The VA already have it. So let's say if we're talking real estate and you get someone under contract, all right, what is your process for that contract to close? What does that transaction management look like? Now, if you have a process totally documented with a checklist of every task that needs to be completed, when you bring someone else onto your team, whether it's a VA, it's an in-house person, it's, you hire a transaction coordination company, whatever it is, you now have that document that you just show them, and it's going to show every task they need to do during a transaction. So having a VA help really kind of build out those systems and processes is massive. It'll organize your business and make your business more efficient, which again is going to allow you to grow a lot faster than if you were just trying to do it all on your own and just winging your onboarding, your training, all those kinds of things if you don't have those systems and processes documented. The other advantage, again, going along with these improved, systems, products, and services, you could have a VA who's actually monitoring your market. So they could be doing research to see if there's any change in any trends in the market. They could look at, what your competitors are doing to see if there's any new things you could be doing to keep up with your competition. They could be, monitoring social media for people who are asking questions about your particular services. So not necessarily yours, but let's say you're a real estate agent and there's someone who posts in a Facebook group somewhere that they're looking for a real estate agent and it's in your area. Your VA can actually be monitoring that. So that way they could then let you know and say, hey, this person just posted on social media that they're looking for a real estate agent in your area, you should reach out. And depending on your relationship with your VA, you could even have your VA doing that for you, where they could go in and do that referral and throw your name out there to try to get you that new client. They could also monitor all of your client feedback. So as you bring in new clients, whether you close a real estate transaction or if you're a loan officer and close a loan, or any business, if you're anyone, if you own a tree removal business and you just get done with a client, your VA could be the one following up afterwards for customer reviews, testimonials, things like that, to really kind of monitor how your business is doing. Because the best way to improve your business is to have that customer feedback and to know if there's any processes, anything that needs to change in order to enhance the customer experience. Your VA can be the one tracking all that. Those 6 items I just went over, they are the most important reasons why the VA business is really taking off. So if you need help in any of those areas, definitely reach out to us, like this video, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions, go to leveragevirtual.com, book a strategy call, and I could kind of go over more detail as to how a VA could really work and benefit you. So again, I appreciate you for watching and hope you have a great day.